Hey, BooTube! I know it's been forever. I am sorry. Anyway, I am currently doing something right now. I only have like 9 minutes of this video to do this video anyway. Last I left off was Supergirl episode 20. So I'm gonna continue with 21. I know, I believe it stops at 23 or 24. Which means I have like at least 3 to 4 episodes to record for Supergirl. And then I'll get to Flash, I swear. And Arrow. And then I'll finally get to Black Lightning and finally Legends. But anyway, this is Season 3, Episode 21, titled Not Kansas. Which is a little spoof to We're Not in Kansas Anymore type of line from The Wizard of Oz. You know, right? Anyway, last we left off in 20... Kara and Mon-El managed to arrive from Argo City right when Rain breaks out of her cell because she's starting to get a little immune to the whole kryptonite shit. And, you know, you see Kara and Mon-El fight Rain. At the same time, Lena is creating an antidote from the Harunel that Kara brought over from Argo City. And, after a very interesting yet short, brief, still pretty badass, but short, battle, which also involved capes. We saw Supergirl and Mon-El using their capes. Again, it was pretty damn funny. I'm not sure who injected her, but I want to say it was either Supergirl or Mon-El. I know it wasn't Lena. Lena pretty much slid the antidote across the floor. I forgot who caught it, but one of them caught it and pretty much injected Rain with the antidote, and we see Rain get separated from Sam's body in a creepy kind of way because you kind of see like Rain's face like split from Sam's a little bit. It was kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry, I'm not getting like stray hairs coming out everywhere. Oh my god. Anyway. Anywhoots. Yeah, Rain separates from Sam and we just see Rain disintegrate from Sam's body. And of course Kara covers Sam's body. At first I thought she was protecting Sam because when Rain disintegrated it looked like she kind of exploded, and I thought maybe Kara was covering her from Rain or anything like that, but apparently she was covering Sam because Sam's naked. Sam was naked. So yeah, so it looked like Rain got separated from Sam and disintegrated. Kara had to cover her up because she was naked. Of course, this cute thing was like Lena was asking Sam if she was okay, and she's like, aspirin or something like that because she had like the biggest headache ever, and I do not blame her. She had Rain in her head. Anyway, good news. Like I said, she got separated and disintegrated. Rain. Sam gets reunited with her beloved daughter Ruby at the DEO. And Supergirl actually asked Lena to pretty much recreate the Black Rock, which is the Harunel, for Argo City. Because remember, Argo City apparently was using that rock for, I think, like, I'm not sure if it was like power source or anything like that, but they needed that rock, right? And so she's asking Lena to recreate it for Argo City. And let me just mark down everything I just said. Anyway, thinking about it, Kara's like, you know, she thought that she and her cousin Superman were the only living Kryptonians left alive. But it turns out there's literally a whole city still alive of Kryptonians. One of them being her mother. And I don't blame her on this decision, but she decided, you know, after a good heartfelt reason, she's like, this is my mother. Okay? I thought me and Kal-El, aka Clark, aka Superman, were the only Kryptonians left alive. But to find out that not only is there a whole city of Kryptonians alive, but amongst them is my mother, she decided the best thing was to stay with her mother on Argo City. So of course she's saying her goodbyes and all that stuff, and she decides to stay with her mother at Argo City. But what surprised me was the fact that she invited Mon-El to go with her, which I thought was like, caramel, they're together on her home planet city, Argo City, with her mother. But anywhoots, what else happened? Another thing that happened was apparently John's having this conversation with his father. Apparently, his father, Myron, wants to perform a ritual called the Reach, It's pretty funny when it was called The Reach, mainly due to the fact that the last time I heard that particular name was the Young Justice cartoon. You guys remember the Young Justice cartoon, the animated series, had 2 seasons. In the second season, there was apparently, I think it was like a drink. I call it the drink drug. Oh, not the drink drug, but it was kind of like an alien race that pretty much was trying to find metahumans and all that stuff, and partnered with some of our Earthling baddies, like Lex Luthor and all that stuff, made like a drink to pretty much, get some metas and shit like that. Remember that Reach from that Young Justice animated? Yeah, when I heard the Reach, the first thing I thought it was them. But anyway, apparently this reached, shit, sorry, I thought I heard something. This ritual, the Reach thing, apparently it's been going on for like ages on Mars, where the Elder Martian pretty much transfers all their knowledge, like every knowledge they could think of, not just their own, but knowledge of everything, to a younger member of their family. And I thought this was interesting. I thought that was pretty damn cool, but I thought, this ritual has to have some sort of like negative, because this sounds pretty damn cool. The elder giving you all the vast knowledge they have and all that shit to the younger. That sounds too good to be true. There has to be some sort of clink to it, right? And judging by Jean's reaction to it, he looked kind of scared. So I'm not sure if they truly discussed what the Reach was in this episode. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a while. I literally had to rewatch the episode and get the main bullet points. I accidentally forgot to do more research on that little ritual. But once I found out, I'll probably talk about it in episode 22. But anyway, another thing that happened was apparently, since Supergirl with Mon-El decided to go back live in Argo City with Allura and them, Wynn and James have been, protecting National City on her behalf. And they end up discovering a gun, a DEO gun, being used on the street during their patrol. And apparently, Jean finds out that apparently the manufacturer of the guns that have been given to the DEO has been actually mass producing and, selling that particular gun to the general public, right? And of course, they're obviously this is like a little controversy. They're kind of pinpointing the whole thing with like real life. You know how we have the whole situation with the guns and everything, how we got a lot of shootings and everything, and people are discussing gun control and all that. And I think they're touching that particular real life subject in this episode. I'm not gonna get too much into it because I'm actually running out of time. So I'm gonna hurry up a sec. Despite all this, Jean decides, he decides to mandate the DEO to have non-lethal weapons from now on. So obviously they're not going to work with that manufacturer ever again. But anyway, back on Argo City, Supergirl finds out she's being followed by what seems to be a dark priestess. And she also finds out that Selena, that one chick that we saw on the council, is actually a high priestess. The high priestess of the chick that's stalking her. But anyway, she and that priestess managed to steal Jean's ship, and they decided to go to Earth, where that one dude, Coville, the one that's obsessed with Kryptonians, they meet him there. But anyways, I'm running out of time, and I'll see you in episode 22.